Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Terrifying Tuesday where we talk about all things horror. And today we're going to be talking about some news we've heard about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. All the things we've kind of learned so far about it, which isn't a whole lot, but we're kind of going to break it down anyway because I am super excited about this movie. So let's jump right into it. If you are familiar with the game Five Nights at Freddy's, it follows a pizzeria and it has some animatronics. Think kind of Showbiz Pizza from if you're an 80s kid, and Chuck E. Cheese, which is still around now. It's kind of that type of vibe where these animatronics sort of do a show for the people who are patrons of the place, and they have security guard that stays overnight. Now, I know that that's a bit off in terms of realism, because what type of pizza place needs people to stay overnight unless it's a 24-hour place? But that's part of the entire joke here, is that they kind of make it a thing where someone has to be watching the security cameras overnight. So it should be the easiest job ever. It's not the easiest job in the world for this kid. It won't be. He's pretty much just in a lot of trouble from second one. He finds out that these animatronics come to life at night. And that's the thing about this. Now, the movie's rumored to be PG-13, and that don't really bother me a whole lot because a lot of scary movies are PG-13. One of the movies that actually scared me as a kid was PG-13, and that was Poltergeist. Poltergeist always kind of scared me, the original did. But, you know, after I saw it so many times and I sort of learned to really like that movie a lot, it's not uncommon for a PG-13 movie to really be able to get under your skin and scare you, so I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned about, and I hear a lot of people having concerns about, is the fact that they're going to change a lot from the game. They're going to change some of the characters in terms of where they fit in, some of the characters' names, and relationships, and other things like that. So we're going to kind of break that down for you now, let you know what has changed and what information we know about this movie so far. I personally am sort of excited about this movie. I played the game a little bit. I haven't played every single game, so I'm not the world's biggest Five Nights fan, but I do love the concept of the animatronics coming to life. I do love that type of concept. Always have thought that things like that were scary, that they were fun to watch. And so I'm completely down for this movie. Alright, so this is what we know about Five Nights at Freddy's so far. It releases on October 27th, and it's going to have on-demand streaming release at the same time as its theatrical release. That's if it even releases theatrically. I believe the plan is to do it the way they did the last two Halloween movies, where they sort of released on streaming the same day, and that could be all kinds of fun too. Now, I would recommend, if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's game fan, that you're probably going to want to see it on the biggest screen possible, so you definitely want to see it in the theater. The plot is said to revolve around a security guard on his first night at the pizza place, and how he learns that the animatronics are not what they seem. Now, the main character in the movie is said to be Mike Schmidt, who is the main protagonist from a lot of the games. So that's a good thing. They're kind of keeping him in. However, the one thing that a lot of people have concerns about is his sister, because his sister is named Abby when her name is Elizabeth in the game, and a lot of people aren't really happy about that change. I don't know if there's a reason behind that change or not. Maybe something to do with rights or something like that. These things do happen. So I'm not going to read too much into that particular change unless I have to. Now, the other thing is that we know that there is another security guard named Vanessa, and she does appear in a few games also. So we know that they're kind of trying to keep the lore going a little bit. The biggest change to the whole thing comes in the form of the villain. However, the villain in the movie is still going to be William Afton, and he's played by Matthew Lillard. The change here, at least as far as the leaked plot has gone, is that, if you want to believe him anyway, because that's the thing. Sometimes what they leak out isn't necessarily true, but if this is true, then William Afton is not the same character he is in the games. Now, if you know the games, you know who William Afton is. And I'm kind of down for them to change up the lore a little bit. However, I do kind of wish they would make it the way it is in the game. That's always been a thing with me, where I like to see things done the way they are in the games themselves or in the comic books. I like for things to be accurately done in the way that we're used to and not take liberties too much. However, I think this movie will survive these changes. I am excited about another aspect of it. Matthew Lillard, who has the part of the villain, William Afton, has said that he is going to be in a trilogy of these movies. So they've already kind of resigned themselves to the fact that there's going to be 3 movies. This is not uncommon for movies to do, but it's a bit shocking here. All right, everybody. So leave us a comment in the comment box below letting us know what you think. Are you excited about this movie or not? We want to hear from you. Share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. Then don't forget to hit that like button as hard as you can. It helps the channel and we definitely appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers, and look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.